Hello from Fine Arts. Today we're going to make this adorable penguin. And you have lots of freedom as far as color choice, background choice. Do you want the flippers going down or do you want them going up? Do you want your penguin on an iceberg? It's totally up to you. Get your paper, get your Sharpie. We're going to get started. First thing we're going to do, put our border or frame on our artwork, holding our paper. We're going to go down, across, down, across. Put your name in the corner. Every artist should sign their artwork. Now, if you're using a really thick Sharpie, you want to use the chisel tip, the point of it, for your drawing. Okay, today I'm going to start with the hat up at the top, and you get to decide the size you want to do. So kind of towards the top, we're going to start with like an oval for the hat, and then I'm going to come on down like this, and then I'm actually going to do across the hat. And it's a little bit curved, and then I'm going to go across. So it's almost like the shape of a rectangle, but it's curved, and I'm going to add some lines for fun colors. There we go. Okay, now the penguin face, to get this face, now let me show you. There's different ways to do it. So kind of in the middle, I'm going to start with a V like this, and I will show you. Okay, so kind of in the middle of the hat, I'm going to do the letter V like this, and I'm going to fill it in. So that's kind of in the middle, like the letter V. There we go. And then I'm going to do the head, these two sides that kind of arc around. So on the side I do like a curl, and then I do the other one the other way, a curl. So kind of like the head. And I'm going to fill in the eyes first, and then I can kind of fill in the rest. So I'm going to do a circle for the eye. And I'm going to try to do the same size circle on the other side. Okay. And then every animal has a sparkle in their eye. So I'm going to do kind of like an arc for the eye. There's 1, 2, and then inside I'm going to do a circle. I'm going to leave that one white because every animal has a sparkle in their eye. Then I'm going to fill that in. Okay, and you're welcome to change the eyes and make them silly. All right, now the nose is a triangle that goes down. So I go across, and then I do the letter V. Triangle nose. Okay, now the rest of this face from over here, this black V that we did is kind of going to arc around, kind of like that. And we're going to fill this side in. Go nice and slow. Okay, and then the same thing on the other side. It kind of looks like the start of a heart, because I love penguins. Okay, and then we're going to do the scarf across. So wherever you think that meets up with your face, we're going to go across like that. And this one across, it's kind of like a curved rectangle. And I'm going to give it some more stripes. Cute. And if you wanted to make your penguin a girl, you could give it some eyelashes. I might do that. So 1, 2, 3. Why not? 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then the penguin body, I did a U, a big U, a long U. And you kind of have to decide where your spacing is, if you want where you want the feet, or if you have room for an ice block, it's up to you. Okay, so on this side to this side, it's going to be a kind of like a big long U. Ready? Here we go. And just go with it, however it happens. There we go. And inside that, I'm going to do another U that's kind of going to be the white part. There we go. And then the scarf comes down, so we're going to do 1, 2, and we're going to do lines across. And then some tassels. All right. And okay, this part here is going to be black. We're going to color it in. Okay, and mine's looking a little crooked, and I kind of like it like that instead of straight. Now, the arms, you get to decide if they go down or maybe you want them to go up. It's totally up to you. You can see both of these look different. So it's however you want to do it because it's your penguin. So I'm going to do them going up. So I started with like a dot on this side, and then it's going to arc down. So you can see they're kind of pointed. Let me show you. This one is, I'm going to make them go up this time. Why not? Let's change it. Okay, so this dot, it's going to arc down and arc down. So there's one. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Or maybe you have one going down. It's up to you. So a dot and then kind of an arc down. There we go. And you could kind of look at them and think, this one looks a little bit, you can kind of make it play with it. There we go, and then you're going to fill it in. Fill it in. Okay. There we go. And then the feet, if you look at the feet, if I turn them upside down, they look like hearts. And I did 2, but you could do 3 or whatever you want to do. I was just having fun with it. Okay, so I'm going to do 1, 2. So cute. 1, 2. There it is. Okay, I tried to make my penguin smaller so that I could try to fit an iceberg. Okay, now this part is a challenge. So it makes it look like it's 3-dimensional. You are welcome to leave it the way that it is and not put an iceberg on there, or you could do it however you want to do it. Maybe you have it on a snow hill. It's up to you. Okay, so here's how I do the iceberg, because I ran out of room on this one. So above the feet, I'm going to do a straight line across, straight line across, and they're about the same. And I'm going to do like a zigzag. It's kind of like a Pac-Man mouth. Zigzag 1, 2. There's a zigzag, so it goes in and then out. We're going to do the same thing on this side. So it's going to go, both of them are going to go in. So in and then out, okay? And then we're going to come in again, come in, and then it's going to go out one more. It's going to go down, straight line down, straight line down, and then you're going to go across. And now, if you're not seeing it, you're like, what is she doing? Well, let me show you. Now from here, we're going to come straight down. So from this point right here, straight down. The same thing on this side. This one, straight down. And then we're going to make these two go straight down, and these are going to connect here. Across. There it is. And then the same thing with this one. Straight down. Connect. Okay. And we're going to connect these two across. There we go. And you could paint these. I'm going to actually paint these so you could see it instead of filling them in. All right, so get your paints. Here we go. Now, before I start painting, actually, I did a background with swirls just for fun. And so I would encourage you, before you get your paintbrush wet, to put your hand out and practice doing your swirls. 1, 2, 3. So you're gonna just do it freehand, okay? Now the colors I used for this penguin, I did the outside with yellows, orange, and reds. Those are our warm colors. I did the warm colors on the outside. I did my pattern for the scarf and the hat in ABAB pattern. And ABAB pattern means like purple, blue, or yellow, green. It's up to you. So I'm going to try to change it up a little bit just for fun. So I'm going to start with my penguin. So I'm going to wake up your brush. I'm going to start with, again, you have the freedom to change any of this. So I'm going to start with purple, but actually on my palette, instead of just using just purple, I want to make it kind of like a violet purple or more of a red purple. So watch what I'm going to do. I have my purple, then I'm going to wake up my red, and I'm going to mix my red and my purple on my palette. There it is. That's what I want. See that beautiful color? Okay. That's what I want. So I'm going to start with purple, but again, you get to create it however you want to create it. Maybe you want a rainbow hat. Okay, I'm going to do every other color on the hat. I'm going to do blue, purple. And I'm going to do the same thing with the scarf. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry. Actually, no, I'm gonna do some, well, yeah, I'm gonna wait to do my swirls. Okay, the nose is orange, so I'm gonna wake up my orange. Just a little bit of orange right there. And if you have too much paint on there, just wipe it on your paper towel. Looks like I put too much water in there. And then orange feet. Okay. And if you get it outside the line, not a big deal. There we go. You can also take your paintbrush and pick up that color right there to keep it white. See how I did that? Okay. Okay. And don't leave your brush soaking in your water. Always rinse it off and set it to the side so that you don't get it peeling. Okay. Now I'm going to do this ice block that I did, but I don't want to do it dark blue. So I'm going to wake up my blue, put a little bit of blue on my palette, and then I'm going to add a whole bunch of water to make it lighter. Okay, and then I'm going to wake up my green and put some green in there. Be a little bit more blue until you get the color that you like. Ooh, I like it. Okay, and then I'm going to just darken maybe, watch what happens if, let's see. I'm just gonna put some blue in there on the dark. Oh yeah, look at that. So if you put the wet paint on the wet, it's called a wet and wet technique, wet on wet, and it kind of spills through there, kind of playing with it. Just trying to change it up. Okay. And maybe I want just a little bit around here too. But I'm going to leave some of it white. Just going to put a little bit on there. Cute. Okay, and then now I'm going to let this purple dry before I do the other color next to it. So while that's drying, I'm going to do some of my swirls. So be careful not to drag your elbow on the wet paint, but I'm just going to, now your brush again should be standing up top, kind of like a ballerina, and you're just going to do a swirl, whatever you feel like. Guess I'm going to go with my cool colors. Go. And I'm going to make them go to the right too. That's nice. Okay. Then maybe I want some actual just purple. And if they overlap, that's okay. Okay, maybe I want some of this fun, cool color here also. Try not to push too hard. Maybe I want like a green blue. Cute. It's hard to know when to stop. Okay, then I'm gonna do my blue, and if it's pretty wet, the colors will bleed, but just go slow. This one's pretty. I'll get my brush, it's got too much water on it. So if you add more water, it makes the color lighter. If you have less water, the color looks brighter, more vibrant. And maybe I want to do just one more coat of purple. Since that blue is so bright, I kind of want the purple to be a little bit brighter. So I'm going to just do one more coat. If we were doing this in person, I'd want to be using liquid watercolors. Those are the best. Okay. Hope you had fun in fine arts today. Until next time, bye everybody.